is Top 5 Wednesday. As always, Top 5 Wednesday is created by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will link her channel and the Goodreads group down below so you can check them out. I definitely recommend checking out her channel. I love her videos. She's so honest, her reviews are so great, and her videos are so fun to watch. I mean, you can like binge watch her videos. They're that good. So this week's challenge is your top 5 favorite required reading books. So the books that in school you were supposed to be reading. I thought this was going to be hard for me. It was hard for me because, I don't know, required reading. I feel like I always read like the first half or 3/4 of the book, and then by then I was so bored of the book and just done with it that I didn't finish it. And really, now looking back at it, there's so many books I want to go back and read because I know as an adult I would appreciate them a lot more and would probably really enjoy them. So going through this challenge, I realized there's a lot of books that I should definitely be adding to my TBR, so I finally read them, even though I was assigned to read them like 12 years ago. Oh, that is depressing. But anyways, let's move on. In my number 5 spot, I have Othello by William Shakespeare. I remember really liking this play. I think it probably has a lot to do that I really like the movie Oh. Mekhi Phifer's in that, I think. Yeah, Mekhi Phifer. Me and my friends were obsessed with this movie, probably because we shouldn't have been watching it because we were probably too young, but nevertheless, I really liked it, so I enjoyed when we got to read the play in class. Othello is about Othello and then a woman, Desdemona. I think that's her name, Desdemona, and they fall in love, and they're from very different backgrounds. I think Othello's from Africa, and this book is set in like Cyprus, maybe Cyprus. I could be totally wrong on this, but anyways, not where he's from. And they fall in love, and then someone, as in like a lot of Shakespeare's plays, sabotages their relationship, and then there's just like a lot of jealousy and a lot of murder, if I remember correctly, and just a whole lot of craziness. So I remember enjoying this when we got to read this play in class. My number 4 book is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I bet this will be in a lot of people's top 5 because I think this is like a book that you're assigned to read in high school that high school students can actually enjoy. First off, it's short. Second off, it's about the 20s. I think a lot of people find the 20s really interesting. I mean, like flappers, speakeasies, all that kind of stuff is just a lot of fun to read about. It's just a really enjoyable book. I'm not going to go into the plot of this book because I'm pretty sure everybody is well aware of it. Something I remember that I don't like from high school when I read this book is there was like, I remember we just went on and on about that green light. Was it a green light that was flashing? I remember not liking that in school, but I remember really enjoying the book. And my number 3 spot is Number the Stars by Lewis Lowry. I read this book in grade school, probably about between like 4th and 6th grade, and I remember loving this book. I thought it was so good. This is about 2 girls, and they live in like Nazi Germany times, and one of the girls is Jewish and one of the girls is not Jewish. And the Jewish girl's family moves in with her friend's family when the Nazis start coming through, and they're hiding out there. I don't remember so much else about the book. Again, it was a long time. I'm not going to give exact years, but it was a long time since I've been in like 4th grade. I just remember really liking it. I remember the one girl has a Star of David necklace, and I'm pretty sure that's like how they find her because she's pretending to be someone else, but they find her necklace. I could be wrong. Another book I want to reread again because I remember younger Katie and her friends really love this book. So definitely give this book a try. If you haven't yet, I'm going to be giving it a try again. Let's see if we still like it. In my number 2 spot is The Bean Trees by Barbara Kingsolver. Yes, Barbara Kingsolver. This book is about a girl who's born in Kentucky and she really wants to get away and start living her own life. So she sets out for Arizona, and I don't remember if she has a baby or she comes across a baby. It's all kind of blurry in my head. But anyways, it's just about like her life and trying to change her course of life. I remember really enjoying it. I read this in 9th grade English. I remember this being like a book in the class that like I just really loved and I couldn't put it down. Again, I can't remember the whole story of it, but I remember really liking it. I'm not sure if this is like a really popular required reading book. I remember when I brought my reading list home, my mom was really excited because she loved this book too. And my number 1 required reading book was The Iliad by Homer. I remember absolutely loving this book. I went into like a really big like Troy phase where I watched the movie Troy over and over again. When I was younger, I loved Hercules and I loved Xena. I was all about like Greek mythology and like Greek heroes. So that's probably why the Iliad was, I don't know, something I could really enjoy. It's an epic poem actually, I think. book, but it follows the Trojan War, so like the Trojan horse where they're all hiding and riding, and Achilles is in it, and Helen of Troy, and it's just really enjoyable. I remember it being difficult to read because it's in poem form, and like all like older books, you know, you have to like kind of, it's not written in modern day English, obviously, a little harder, but I remember it being really enjoyable. I had to read it slow. I remember like taking notes on what was happening and what was being said, but I really enjoyed it. And then I watched Troy on repeat for like weeks and weeks and weeks because great story and cute guys are in that movie, so win. Alright, so let me know down below what are your favorite required reading books. Let me know if you read the books that you were required to read. I don't think I'm alone here on having gotten the cliff notes for some books or only read like the beginning because I just could not carry on anymore. So yeah, let me know what books I should now be reading that were required to you in the past. This video was a lot of fun and I will see you next time. Bye! Fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It is so magical and enchanting and just beautiful. I think Renee's writing style is just so lovely. It's just so flowery, her words, and they just paint like this great setting and just beautiful